Hi, ladies. Me again, Beth from Be Styled, coming back for another Tipsy Tuesday. I didn't have sound. I think my headphones were connected through Bluetooth, even though they're downstairs, and I thought they were turned off. That's the only thing I can figure out. But if somebody's on, if anyone, I think I've lost everyone, but if somebody's on and can just confirm, I tested it and it was working. Hopefully, my sound is on. All right, I'm going to make this a little less verbose as well, okay? Today we're talking about how to create your personal style uniform. This is not what you're gonna wear every single day. It's not gonna be boring, but this is just kind of a go-to, call it outfit or silhouette that you know always works, so that you can open your closet door and put together an outfit quickly and get out the door and on with your life. Hopefully you've joined my free challenge that I'm running right for this month, started this week. There should be a link. It's not there, but I'll post the link when I'm done to the free challenge. And this tip is going to make that easier to do. Hopefully I'm not losing everyone. Something's wrong here with my technology. But anyway, here we go. Creating your personal style uniform. Step one, you already probably know your horizontal body type. Are you a rectangle, an hourglass, pear, apple? Those are the basic ones. I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking about your vertical body type. Do you have a long torso? Do you have a short torso? Are you proportionate? Everyone should know that by now. If you don't, you can Google how to figure it out, or I can help you. There's little tricks you can do, but most people know, especially if you're short-waisted, you know, or even if you're long-waisted. Short-waisted is probably a little more common than being long torsoed. And if you have a short torso, you know it, especially these days because high-rise jeans are so everywhere, you know, they're just the style. And it's frustrating for a lot of my short torsoed ladies because you don't want your jeans coming up to here. Now, the retailers have listened, and there are mid-rise denim available. So if you have a short torso or you're petite, if you're petite with a short torso, you're going to want to make sure your rise is in the lower numbers, like an 8-inch, which is really kind of hard to come by that low, up to around 10. Even a little 10 and a half sometimes you can get away with. But you need to figure out what the best rise is for you. Take a selfie, find your most comfortable jeans or pants that fit you, your favorite pair. Hopefully you have one. And measure the rise from the crotch to the top of the waistband and memorize that number. And then take a measuring tape with you in the dressing room if you have to, if you're shopping in person, or if you're shopping online, more retailers are adding rise numbers to their websites. Quince just recently added it to their jeans, and I wonder if it's because I actually reached out to their customer service and I was like, you can't just say high rise. High rise doesn't mean anything. You know, and I have an example, one of my favorite new pairs of jeans that I posted yesterday, the Quince, they call it high rise wide leg denim. It's a 10 on my size 27, and it does vary. That's why they don't always show it. It varies on the size of the pant, what the rise is going to be. My size 27 has like a 10-inch rise. Now, to me, that's not a true high rise. 12 is a high rise on me. A 10 is mid rise. It's right at my belly button. It's kind of my sweet spot. But anyway, so don't go by just what they call it. You got to know the number, and you got to know your number. That is going to be so key when you put it on pants, getting the right rise. When I work one-on-one with my clients, if the pants aren't working, oftentimes it's because of the rise. The rise is too high or too short. So if you're short-waisted, you're going to want to have a lower rise. If you have a very long torso and shorter legs especially, which often that goes hand in hand, is you want that high rise, because what's it going to do? It's going to visually lengthen the length of your legs. All these clothing tips are all about creating optical illusions. And what your goal is to create that balanced silhouette. Okay. So think about the rise of your pant. Number one. Number two, think about where your top and your layer land on your body as it relates to your vertical, figure, your vertical shape. And I should say, if you are a proportionate shape, which is the majority of us, I'm proportionate, Then you can go high rise or low rise. Just go with what's more comfortable to you. Again, to me, I have high rise and I like them, but I'm a little more comfortable in that like 10.5 to 11 versus 12. But find that number for you. If you're proportionate, you can have a little bit more wiggle room. Just go with what's comfortable and what you think looks the best. Now with your tops, if you have that short torso, you're not going to want to be wearing really short cropped tops. Because that's just going to accentuate the fact that your torso is shorter. You're going to want to bring the length of your top down a little bit. You're not going to be wearing them down to here. You know, you're not going to want to wear them so that they're cutting you directly in half, but you're not going to want to have them be really short either. So it's finding, again, what works best for you. Take that selfie, or I can help you. But the sweet spot for a lot of short torsoed ladies is, I call it that hip bone zone. For a lot of people in general, just feel where your hip bone is. That's usually a great length for tops, especially if you're not a tucker. If you want to wear your sweater out or fold it over like I am, having it hit at your hip bone. If you're short torsoed, it's going to elongate your torso, and it's just going to look great. Okay, versus having it be long and hitting you halfway down your body and cutting your body in half, or being short and making your torso look that much shorter. If you have a long torso, you're going to want to bring your top up a little bit. So that's going to make your legs look longer. And it's going to visually shorten your torso by shortening your top. Now for jackets, same thing. Same things apply. With a short torso, you might want to do a little bit of a layered look. Especially if you're a petite, you might want to have your top, like if you're wearing a t-shirt or a blouse or a sweater, have your top be at that hip bone zone. And then have maybe a slightly shorter jacket, or maybe your top is, around here, and then have a slightly shorter jacket that's going to kind of, hit you around your waist, but you're still elongating things, and you're opening up your neckline if you've got a short torso. You don't necessarily want to have, a turtleneck. You want to have a V-neck or a crew neck to, again, elongate your torso. Let's see. Again, it's all about balance. Try the different silhouettes, and when you figure it out, those are the two elements of your outfit, your style uniform, which is the whole point here. We're creating that uniform, so you'll know these are my best rise pants. This is the best combination for jackets and tops. Okay. Put these items front and center in your closet with they should be your basics too. They should be, good basics that you can wear day in and day out, a lot of times, a couple times a week. Now, so, and you're going to experiment with whether you're tucking or not tucking. It all comes in with taking that outfit selfie and figuring out your best silhouette. But then you've got the first two steps of building your best uniform, your style uniform. Okay. And then number 3 is your go-to accessories and shoes. Shoes make the outfit. I recommend having each season 2 go-to modern, comfortable shoes that work with this uniform you're creating. 1 or 2, maybe 3 pairs. I'm going to go through and show some examples from my closet using a uniform that I use a lot. But, it's probably a pair of sneakers. Ladies, sneakers are the most in-style shoe out there these days. So lucky for us, they're good on our feet. So find the brand of, and I'm not talking about your workout or your gym sneakers. I'm not even talking about like your On Cloud or, those that the athletic, truly athletic looking sneakers. These are a little bit more fashion sneakers. You need 1 pair of fashion sneakers in a white, or maybe you want a colored stripe to make it a little sporty. Go with what your style aesthetic is, but a pair of modern current sneakers. And then like a loafer or a ballet flat, a bootie, whatever your weather demands, whatever your style aesthetic is, those are kind of the 2 types of shoes that you need to have that work with this uniform you're creating. And then you want to have your signature accessories that you can just grab and go. For me, I almost always wear hoops. These are kind of smaller than usual, but I wear hoops and then either a layered necklace or this is a slightly chunkier chain. I switch up silver and gold based on what my colors are that I'm wearing. I often do like to wear a belt, not always, but if I'm, a belt is a great way to tie things together if you're a belt person. It's not required though. And then your shoes. there's your uniform. And then you can just plug and play, change your the different components. Maybe one day it's a striped top, and the next day it's a solid top. Next day it's a floral top. But it's the same sort of, proportions and silhouettes. Not identical. You're not going to be looking like you're going, to Catholic school in your uniform every day. It's not that kind of uniform. It's just things that work for you. Okay, so let's talk about an example from what I'm wearing. Again, plug in what you wear. I'm a jeans, a top, whether it's a sweater, a t-shirt, or a blouse, and then I almost always wear a layer, cardigan or jacket or coat, depending on my weather. Okay, jeans, and there's a catalog linked here to a bunch of different jeans, different rises. I've got some mid-rise jeans, petite jeans from some favorite reasonably priced retailers. I'm wearing today the barrel jeans that are still very popular, that a lot of people are like, they're awful, but I like them. They suit my casual, sort of relaxed style. They work on my body. People always say, I could never wear those because I have big thighs or big hips. The fact of the matter is, the barrel jeans, and I'm not talking about the necessarily the really exaggerated ones, but they're fitted in the waist, they're fitted in the hips, and then they're nice and kind of loose around your thighs and your lower leg. So if you have the heavier thighs or heavier calves, they're so comfortable, and they're not going to add weight. They're just going to glide over you. And then they're slightly tapered and slightly cropped. So they're a great way of when you wear sneakers, they're fantastic. When you wear ballet flats, they're fantastic. And if you have the right booty that fits under them, that's got a tall enough shaft, they're great for that, which is pretty much all the shoes I wear, and loafers too. But I'm not pushing barrel jeans on you. I link them if you're interested. Mine are actually from Amazon. They're just like similar to the Free People ones. But Quince has a new pair that I'm going to test as well that are probably better quality. Anyway, so you're going to take your jeans or pants and your favorite rise. And for me, then I'm showing a striped top. Okay, I added the belt. Now let's talk about shoes. So these are the shoes that I go for when I'm putting this uniform, jeans and a sweater on. If I'm going to be trudging through the snow, I wear a tready, this is my Chelsea bootie I've had for 3 years. It's from, I think this is Steve Madden. It's called the Huey bootie. It's still available on Zappos. I linked it. I wear those. Once the weather gets better, I'll wear a loafer. These are from last year or the year before from Target. They have a very similar one this year I linked. Last fall, I got fun ballet flats or Mary Janes, which I had been resisting, but I ended up wearing the heck out of them, and I can't wait to wear them again this spring. And they're great with this style of jean that I have on. So, and all these shoes would just change the vibe of this basic uniform I have on, okay? Based on what I'm doing for the day, what I feel like. A go-to for me is my Zambas. It's a lot of stripe going on here. I might wear just I also have a tree torn that's just white with a gold tree torn. I might wear those when I'm wearing sneakers, but they're another go-to. Or a lug sole loafer, depending on where I'm going, what I'm doing, and depending on what I'm wearing as my layer. Let's talk about layers. Got my handy dandy rack here. Let's say I'm getting a little more dressed up. I'm going to book club tonight, for example. Maybe I want to wear my favorite new fur coat. I could wear this, and then what I might do is throw on a little dressier bootie to bookend my browns. Same outfit, just change the shoes and the coat, the layer. And I would just keep all my gold jewelry. This is my signature jewelry. You see it all the time. Flirty finds, ponytail holder too. I keep it all the same most days. Makes it easy to get dressed, right? This is an idea. This jacket is 15 years old. No, more than that. I got it on clearance somewhere so long ago. But I could throw on a leopard. I could have fun and throw on a leopard jacket if I wanted to. I have this really cool black blazer. If I wanted, I could take the dicky off if I wanted to make it a little more polished looking, or this kind of goes with my with my casual vibe. This is from Quince, just a black blazer, in which case I would wear either a pair of loafers for kind of a cool look, or booties. If I want to be more sporty, this is very a go-to for me. I would just throw on a vest like this, and then I would grab a pair of sneakers. Maybe put my hair in a ponytail. Same uniform, different vibe. Okay. Let's say I want to go get a little dressed up. You know, I could do the black blazer without the hoodie, or this is I've had this for years. It's still available on Amazon. I could throw on a blazer and completely change the vibe, even though my jeans, you know, maybe I'd put on a different jean, but for my lifestyle, probably not. I just shove up the sleeves, and with this, I would either put on these or these. Same outfit, different vibe. You know, I could add a pop of color with red, with this brick red. It's like an overcoat, a long overcoat. In which case, I would probably wear any of the shoes. Maybe a loafer. I just read a great article about if you're going to New York City anytime soon, I think it was Susie. So Susie, I love following her. She was saying that the go-to look with all the cool girls in New York City is relaxed denim, you know, like a medium wash, relaxed denim, a basic top, black sweater, white sweater, and then a black or charcoal or camel like overcoat, wool, long overcoat with a pair of black loafers. She said she saw that combination all over New York City. Light wash denim, basic top, black long wool overcoat, and black loafers. That just seems very New York, very cool. But so maybe that's your uniform. You decide, okay? And I'm here to help you if you need it. Let me know if you already have a uniform. Let's see. What is the workings for the top with high-waisted? Oh, okay, Gina. So that's a great question. It's all going to depend on your body type. If you, let's see, what's a good rule of thumb? I mean, for a lot of people, if it's very high-waisted and they have a short torso, if they're even, you know, high-waisted jeans and short torso, it's helpful to leave the top slightly untucked or bloused over just to get that extra length in your torso. Also, if you have a large chest and a short torso, you're going to want to, you know, you're not going to want to have high-waisted and then tucked in, because it's just making your boobs look bigger and it's shortening your torso. So having, you know, either wearing a slightly lower rise, tucked in, or high rise, and then having your shirt like half tucked. A half tuck is a great way to kind of straddle the two. You still have that high rise lengthening your legs, but instead of tucking all the way around, just do a front tuck and give yourself some, you know, dimension, some angle here, so you're still showing your waist, but it's not so, you know, tucked all the way around. But so I guess the answer is it depends. It really depends. You gotta try different things. Take the picture and be like, maybe I need to untuck my top. Take a picture. It's different than just looking in the mirror. Take the picture and then compare. Okay, here's one with the shorter top. Here's one with the longer top. Which one looks better? And if you're in the winter style system, so you can take those side-by-side pictures, and if you're looking for input, just post the two and we can talk about which is better and why. Okay? Any other questions, ladies, while you have me? Hopefully you can hear me this time. I didn't have sound last time. It's good to see all your faces here. And hopefully you are in the free challenge that we just started. It's going for 4 weeks, so we're going to have a lot of fun. And it's not going to be all style. There's going to be some healthy habits, some beauty habits, and definitely lots of style. And just quick, easy things you can do every day, like 5 or 10 minutes a day. And you get an email each night. I'm going to go in to the first comment on this video and post the link. Or you can go to any of my social media and you'll see it all over there. It's the free 4-week February challenge. Let me just look at my notes to make sure I covered everything that I wanted to. I didn't talk a lot about accessories, but that's the third component. Shoes and accessories. Have your go-to. Lately structured bags with like a handle are very popular, but you do you. Find your great handbag that is neutral most likely and that works with what how you like to carry a bag. Maybe you have a signature belt that you love. A lot of us got this cabbie belt last season. I don't think it's available anymore. But there are, maybe you have a belt that you like to wear. Scarves, scarves, I wouldn't necessarily have that be your go-to for your uniform, but occasionally you might want to add a scarf. And then your earrings and necklaces. You got to do it every day. That's one of the challenges this week, I believe it's this week, is some sort of jewelry every day, ladies. Doesn't take any time. Make it simple. Have it be front and center in your closet, on your dresser, so you can just pop them in and make it your signature. Maybe your signature is CZ or diamond studs. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And a couple layered chains or I have a client that has her grandchildren, that has a beautiful charm necklace with her grandchildren, like their initials or something. And she wears it all the time, and it's her signature, and it's part of her uniform, and it's cool, and it finishes off her look. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks for coming back. Sorry for the first go around. Technology is a real pain in the neck, but I'm glad I got through it. And any questions? I know some of this torso stuff is confusing. Feel free to post below and I will do my best to answer. All right. And the spring style system is coming. We're closed. We're not signing up for winter anymore, but the spring is coming in March, and there you can get some good one-on-one attention. Or if you want personal, private one-on-one attention, I have my Power Hour service, and all this you can find linked in my my website. BeStyledByBeth.com is where you can get all my information. All right, thanks for being here, ladies. I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.